Instead of her saying there's no good men out there, how about you say, how do I play a part in attracting the wrong type of man for me? Is it my anger? Is it my mouth? Is it my attitude? Is it my trust issues? Is it my childhood issues? Is it my self-esteem? What is it? You have to take an active part in trying to heal yourself from that and stop trying to put those things on external people, acting like you have no choice to be or feel any other way different. You do.
Dedication, preservation, take a look inside your salvation. Do every good work, it takes patience, like a butterfly, transformation.
What is up, guys? Sophia here, and I'm back with another video. And I want to talk about somebody that I don't know how to use the word. But before I get into that, don't forget to subscribe and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can stay updated on all my videos. And today we're going to be talking about K. Michelle. The reason why I want to talk about K. Michelle is not to slam her, is not to disrespect her or anything of that nature. As always, I intend for my videos to be a educational aspect for other people. And I feel like the educational aspect in K. Michelle is that unfortunately, what K. Michelle has going on with her, as far as her attitude towards men, as far as her personality, is something that a lot of women suffer from. And therefore, I need you guys to know that if you do not heal yourself from this, then you are really shutting yourself down for potential positive and good relationships. So basically, the whole premise of this interview was that she feels that all men, not even like one good man, no, I think in the follow-up interview, she said Jesus and Obama is the only good man on the entire planet, and that there are no other good men, point blank, period.
Like I don't think men are good people.
Wait, you think that now? All men?
I don't think they're good people.
That is dangerous thinking. It is completely false, and you never want to go out with the perception of putting everybody in a box. Do men have issues? Sure. Do women have issues? Sure, we all do. But nobody is the same, because this is the type of thinking that is literally keeping you from a good relationship. So let's go into the first issue that I noticed with her.
How am I supposed to be like, oh, it's good men? Because I don't know them. I haven't met them.
Are you in a relationship now, though?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship now, and he has his ways with him. And I'm very cold. I'm very, I'm very like
a wall up,
like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, we've been friends for like 20 years.
Okay.
So I met him. I was the girl in high school that he always wanted. So I met him. And we've been dating now for 3 years, and he doesn't.
Now, if you guys don't understand why this is a problem, because my whole thing is trust is what a relationship is built off of. If you are with somebody that you cannot trust, then why are you with them? And so in normal people terms, what I want to tell women is that don't just jump into a relationship, okay? Don't feel like you just have to be with everybody just because they show you some attention. You should have took time to get to know the person that you are in a relationship with first. That means don't jump in a relationship. That means don't give him no sex. Don't give him no booty. That means simply getting to know somebody one-on-one, just as you would anybody else, like a female, a boss, whoever is your best friend, the same way that you got to know that person. I'm not saying her boyfriend is cheating on her. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that ultimately, if you're not happy with the person that you're with to the point that you can't even name him among the good men, then maybe you need to reflect on, I don't need to be in a relationship with this person. And that's actually going to bring me to my second point, with the idea that K. Michelle absolutely needs to heal.
Everything that I've gone through has been because of lack of self-esteem and men being in the middle.
So really, a lot of y'all try to jump into relationships and you are damaged. I actually have a blog on this, which I will link down in the description box. When she talks about the idea of self-esteem, understand that you are the first and foremost person that should love yourself first, period. Men will treat you based on how they see your value. They determine your value, and I also have a video on this, put that in the description box too, but they determine your value on how you see yourself. So let's say when she said that, oh, the best men are Jesus and Obama. Okay, let's say that's true. Let's go with Obama, right? Well, I know it's true. I don't think that they're the only men. I'm not saying that. But let's go with Obama. We know that he's married to Michelle because he sees value in her. Look at the essence of who Michelle is. Now, if you were to go to K Michelle, somebody who is fighting.
Because you're not hood. You're a product of the hood.
Okay,
but
there
you
it
are
is.
hood.
There it
but you
is.
keep trying to
Thank
go
you.
back to that product.
They keep calling me.
Yes.
Oh, they think, oh, she's crazy. She's ghetto.
Yeah.
I'm not a punk. So you put me on a platform, I gotta fight.
And you're saying that Obama is the bar to set and he has all of these women to choose from. Why in the world would he choose you? And that's not to say she's an ugly person. I think that she's absolutely beautiful. But the refusal to heal and to step into relationships with all of your baggage, with all of this damaging stuff that you have going on, with all of these issues that you have going on, thinking that you're going to attract the absolute best men is just not going to happen. And the reason why it's not going to happen is because they have other choices to choose from and they are not going to choose you. So the reason why she doesn't see that there's any good men is not because there's not good men, it's because she is not attracting any good men. You know, you need to be the best woman that you can be to attract the good man. And when you're dropping below that bar, then you're gonna attract your equal. So you're gonna attract the same type of man that has the same type of problems or other problems similar to you, because that's the level that you both are operating. And more than anything, ladies, know this. I always speak about this in the sense that your reputation precedes you. So if you are in the limelight, even if you're not in the limelight, but in K Michelle's case, you're in the limelight. You don't think that all of these men kind of heard about her freaking attitude and her behavior, and do you think that they're gonna gravitate towards her based on what you see? No. Why? And so that's even a lesson for you in how you go out and what your reputation is as a female. How do you act? You don't know who's watching you. So the next thing that I want to get into, and this is probably more so off the healing aspect, is that she has a lack of self-esteem. So go ahead and watch this clip to see what I'm talking about.
Around. So once I pick one man, I'm genuinely like normally
You're
with
good.
that man.
Yeah.
But I can be very like spiteful. So if I see you do something, I'm gonna do it better than you.
Two wrongs don't make a
Two
right.
wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah, but if I'm gonna, I do that. I've done that before. So I look at men and I have an anger for them. I see how they make women feel. I have a brand new TV
First
show
of all,
on
when you
like.
have low self-esteem, you have to understand that the wrong type of men will feed off of that type of energy. Men will like to manipulate you, low self-esteem women, because they want to draw you in and they want you to chase them, or they want to, talk to you any type of way or stomp down on you or treat you any type of way. A lot of these men are often what we like to call narcissists. It goes back to what I was saying, that if you don't have value in yourself, how can you expect other people to have value in you as well? The other dynamic that I also do not like is that she makes it seem like she's an unwilling participant in all of these relationships.
Like, for men to do things that they consider small in the flesh of like cheating, you know that that's going to destroy your partner, but you do it anyway. That's not a mistake. We've watched the same story over and over again.
Yeah.
And just because I'm a woman, I'm supposed to accept your betrayal.
Right.
And a lot of times men, the wrong man, will stunt your growth as a woman. Women could be doctors, lawyers, and everything, but
Yeah.
they in the bed crying over what a man did to them.
So how is
You
that
can
raising?
ultimately walk away from anybody that is not treating you right, that is not acting right, and feel no types of way about it, knowing that you're gonna pull somebody better. That is what a real woman should do. When you choose to stay in a relationship with a man who constantly abuses you and treats you any type of way, you are signifying to them what your value is, and you are signifying to them that you're not worth very much. If they are allowed to use you, abuse you, cheat on you, and come back, and you're just gonna get mad, but you're still gonna stay. Yeah, you're getting mad, but so what? Leave. And that will actually bring me into my next clip, where I want to show how she really has an issue with blaming men.
You hear the stories, all because of a man. Her husband made her get a bigger butt
Her husband made
and
it.
left her
Made her.
for a younger woman, and now she.
Now, am I saying that men are right for cheating? No. What I'm saying, they can do whatever it is that they want to do, and also as a female, you can do whatever it is that you want to do. And so you have the free will to walk away. Like I said, I don't understand this aspect of he did. Okay, but fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me, because I saw who you was and I'm still standing here. So a lot of times you need to realize that, okay, you know what? I see the red flags in you, I need to bounce and then when I get into my next relationship, I need to be more cautious. I need to recognize those red flags and not jump into the same relationship with the same type of nobody. And then also understand that nobody can make you feel anything about yourself unless you allow it. Now, even on the case of YouTube, sometimes I get crazy comments in my section from some dudes trying to talk stupid, trying to make me feel bad about myself. Oh, Sophia, you look 40. No, I don't. Stop playing. I'm 35 all day, every day. I feel no type of way about it, and I don't look 40. And even if I did, so what? I don't feel any inadequacies about myself based on what other people are saying. And so you have to stop this whole blaming, like they made me feel. No, you have control over your actions. They can't make you feel anything. They can say things, but you can determine how you feel about yourself based on controlling your own feelings and having a personal identity on who you are. And just like the Bible verse says in Galatians 6:5, for every person will have to bear with patience his own burdens, faults, shortcomings, for which he alone is responsible. So you need to take responsibility for the bad relationships you was in, for how you played a part in those relationships, maybe how you jump in relationships too soon, maybe how you're missing the red flags, maybe how you are continuously repeating the same cycle of foolishness with the same type of men. Instead of her saying there's no good men out there, how about you say, how do I play a part in attracting the wrong type of man for me? Because evidently, if there are a whole bunch of people out here that are happily married and don't believe the hype there are, right? Why am I not getting one of those relationships, and why am I always gravitating to the bad ones? Now, anybody who knows me, that I am definitely against this whole victim mentality and things just happen to me and there isn't anything that I can do about it. I also encourage you to check out my level up story. Another thing I'm linking down in the description box, because just because you see a PhD behind my name does not mean that everything was all lollipops and gumdrops and it wasn't difficult. There was a lot of times that were difficult, so nobody is without their burdens to bear. And the reason why I say this is because I want to get into this clip.
Yeah.
What can somebody do to change your perception, or is that something that you feel you just gonna carry the rest of your life?
I think that's God. You can't help that one. God gonna have to come and sit and talk to me.
So this whole idea that God is going to come down off his throne and sit you down is delusional. And I know what you might be saying. God talks to us all. He does. But the fact that she knows that she has these issues is God already talking to her. He is not going to sit up here and wave some type of magic wand and poof, you're healed. You have to do that. It's like the fact that you recognize that is God telling you that you have a freaking problem, okay? Bible to me is your directions for healing. Because just like it says in Ephesians 4:31-32, get rid of all bitterness, rage and anger, brawling and slander, along with any form of malice. Be kind and compassionate to one another, forgiving one another just as Christ forgave you. So if you know that as a Christian, are you behaving like that? Are you doing that? Like I showed you in the clips earlier, no, she's not. She's angry and she's bitter. And it's like everybody else external to you is the problem, why you fail to actually reflect on how you can change internally and how you are contributing to the problem. Therefore, that is why you are in the relationships that you're in, because you refuse to change. And then we have in 2 Timothy 2:15, study and do your best to present yourself to God approved, a workman tested, who has no reason to be ashamed, accurately handling and skillfully teaching the word of truth. So I always say that when I was talking about my purpose video, is that you are going to be held accountable for every word that you speak, for everything that you do. And if you are a Christian or if you are a believer in God, then you know the type of person that God requires us to be. Are we going to be perfect? No, of course not. Should that stop us from always constantly improving ourselves? No, it should not. We should always be constantly improving ourselves. And I feel like with people like K. Michelle, and also unfortunately some of you beautiful women out there, a lot of y'all who are very bitter and angry about men and relationships. Like, do I say there's some men that have issues on my channel? Sure. But am I completely bitter and angry about it to the point that I feel like there is no good man on God's green earth other than two freaking people? Or no, one person and then God himself? No, I don't. Like, that's just completely delusional. Because then at some point, if I become that bitter, I need to reflect on what it is about me, on why I am this way, because God did not create you to be full of all of this hate, resentment, and ugliness, and aggression, and anger, and oh, it's everybody up against me, and all this other type of stuff. That's not what you're created for. So you need to do some internal healing and say, okay, what do I need to work on today? Is it my anger? Is it my mouth? Is it my attitude? Is it my trust issues? Is it my childhood issues? Is it my self-esteem? What is it? You have to take an active part in trying to heal yourself from that and stop trying to put those things on external people, acting like you have no choice to be or feel any other way different. You do. As I always said, I was single and didn't date for like 5 years. Yes, that long, just for the simple fact that I was like, you know what? I'm evidently attracting the wrong type of men. There is something wrong with me. I see some of my friends get married to regular, normal, behind good men. This is my issue. I need to heal. As you know, I have also been celibate for 5 years. That isn't because, oh my God, Sophia, you don't enjoy sex or you don't like, no, because some of that stuff that you have to heal from. Because a lot of people, they look for, sex to feel wanted or to feel needed or to feel beautiful or to feel validated. So if you take that out of it, it's like, okay, well, the next relationship that I get in, I can see you exactly for who you are because I'm not blinded by lust. I'm not blinded by sex. And I know whether you're going to stay or not, because once I tell you're behind, I'm not having sex with you, you're going to be like, okay. And so the ones who are there who don't mean you any good are going to leave, and the ones who are there for the long term, who actually see you as marriage potential, will stay, knowing full well they ain't getting any. And I know y'all are like, oh, no man is gonna stay when you're celibate. I promise you that when I have started dating, I have told plenty of men that, and I have turned men away because I felt like they were not the one. I completely feel that if a man is really feeling you for who you are, they might try to change your mind and have sex with you anyway. But like I said, it's up to you to do or not to do that. But ultimately, you don't have to do nothing you don't want to do. And a man who really likes you is not going to be turned off by that. But don't be afraid to implement things that you need to implement in order to keep yourself and to guard your heart, because that is what the Bible tells us. Guard your heart from reckless behind people so that you don't become a big ball of toxicity and anger, and you don't have anything to offer to a good man anyway, because the way you acting, I don't care how much money you got, look at the way you act, and you wondering why they won't come to you. Why would they? Nobody want to hear all of that. All right, guys. So it's been real. I really hope that you enjoyed this commentary. I would love to know what you guys thought about the interview. I would love to know if you think I'm full of crap. Well, no, I don't want to know if y'all think I'm full of crap, because I don't feel like I am. But I also want to know if you guys have struggled with past issues with trusting men, or if you still currently feel like there are no good men on God's green earth and you're destined to be single because everybody else's problem and everybody else cheats and all men are bad because that's the only thing that you've seen. If that's the case, you need to change your circle, because evidently your viewpoint is very limited. That's just like saying, oh, I think all black people are poor because I ain't never seen a rich black person. Okay, but that's because of your limiting belief, not because they're not there, but because of who you are. All right, guys. I will see you guys another day, another time. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye, y'all.